More and more, we're seeing black people across America wake up to the fact that things were better under Donald Trump, and the Bronx wants him to come and do a rally in their city. Let's check it out.
We went to speak to South Bronx residents, asking them this week. We went back to see if they would attend a Trump rally. It was incredible to see. Take a look.
If President Trump came here to the South Bronx, would you attend the rally?
Of course. I would want to meet Trump. I want to shake his hand.
He's the only president that I see that can ever make America great again. He's capable of doing that.
I would love to go to a rally with Donald Trump come, because I'm a big Donald Trump supporter, and I will support him 100%.
Oh, yeah, definitely we're going to show him love. We're going to show him a lot of love, and, you know, like they do in other states. We definitely need to see Trump here.
There's nothing but love for Donald Trump here in the South Bronx, the North Bronx, the East Bronx, and the West Bronx.
I would come to the rally and support Trump, because the Bronx need a change, and we need somebody that's really going to help this community.
I would definitely come to a Trump rally in the South Bronx. I like him.
But hang on, Dr. Savage. MSNBC told me he's a white supremacist. I'm confused here. What's going on?
I mean, we thought he. I mean, according to the MSN, the mainstream media, he's a white supremacist and all that. He's Hitler. He's a Nazi. He's all these horrible things. He's racist. But you won't see that on CNN. You won't see that clip on CNN, MSNBC, or anywhere else, because they don't want you to hear that. They don't want you to know that black people do support Donald Trump. Not all, because not everybody has woken up yet. There's still a lot of people too. They need to be talked to. They need to have a rude awakening. But this is good news. Let's keep going here.
Right. You got the right guy to talk about it. I'm from the South Bronx, 829 Longfellow Avenue, where I lived as a child.
Okay.
So you say, well, but the thing is, the demographics are interesting. You saw African Americans, you saw Hispanic guys who you look at would say they're never going to support him. But there's a reason they're supporting him. They are suffering from the mess of Joe Biden, dumping Venezuelans on them, dumping foreigners on them, sucking the resources out of the Bronx. Illnesses are spreading quickly at crowded shelters in the Bronx. Arrests of Venezuelans have surged in the Bronx as a result of the unmitigated disaster of the open border policy. So sure, they want change. They're not going to get it from Biden. What they got from Biden was, frankly, a beating. They got a beating from him. They're not stupid. They understand that they are a community, and there's a limited amount of federal and state money, and it's being sucked into the communities that don't even live here. They come from somewhere else. So they're standing up to Biden, really, is what they're saying. Disease, crime, and such social discord that they can't live with it. Rob, that's what I see.
The reality transcends all the BS, all the narratives that the media wants to try and, poison you with. At the end of the day, the ruling party right now is destroying the country. You can try and hide that as much as you want with coverage and with control of the information. You can't. People get it. People understand what's really going on. Dr. Savage, I got to leave it there, but thank you so much.
I understand. And thank you for having me. Merry Christmas.
Well, he's absolutely right. They're destroying this country. They're trying to suppress what really is going on. And they're not stupid. They see that New York City and those surrounding the boroughs and all that have been pounded with illegal aliens coming to their city. And yes, Greg Abbott has sent a lot of people there from the southern border, but that is because they're a sanctuary city and there needs to be light shed on the issue that's going on down at the border. And it looks like it is working because people are waking up to the fact that their resources are being sucked out of their city, which should be used for them and being used for other communities. That's the problem here. And we're seeing the same thing in Chicago. And look, this wasn't happening under Trump. They realized their cities were not getting infiltrated with migrants under Donald Trump. They realized that inflation was not sky high under Donald Trump. The grocery prices were lower. Gas prices were lower. The economy was much better under Trump. Yes, I get the Dow Jones is high. Unemployment is low. It is low. But things are expensive. People are struggling. They're living in paycheck to paycheck. And look what happened in Chicago. A black activist who goes to many city council meetings is outraged what's going on in Chicago. This comes after The city announced plans to spend $300 million to deal with more than 24,000 illegal migrants who have arrived in Chicago after since August. More than 26,000 illegal aliens have arrived in Chicago since last year. Yes, we know about Abbott busing and flying people in thanks to Joe Biden's open border policies. It says Chicago has earmarked nearly $24 million to winterize tents to shelter thousands of illegal migrants who have arrived in the city of Chicago during cold months. Let's check this out. 81-year-old man wanting Trump to come in and clean up the mess.
I am anti-immigrant, illegal, call ICE, send them all back, waiting across the Rio Grande and don't obey our immigration and naturalization laws. And to see another group come over here, it's disgraceful. It is un-American. And these rules that you have, the rule, who made these rules? When did the ultimate vote for these rules? When did the people have time to participate in making these rules? And one of you all came over to me, Mr. Blakemore, we got little children. What about the black children in the ghetto? We got to make a future for them.
He's exactly right.
Others will move them out, move us out, and then come in to compete with jobs, goods, and contracts and service. Historian Carl Anderson say that they have a negative effect on the black community. I'm strictly advocating for black people and call ICE on them. Trump, come in here, clean this mess up. The most corrupt city in the United States is the city of Chicago. And that's not my...
Thank you, Mr. Blakemore, for your...
See, I mean, he sees it. They railed on Trump in 2016 about his stance on illegal immigration. But there's a reason for why. Now people are seeing why he said the things he said and why he did the things he did and why the border was so secure under Trump and the impacts it had, the positive impacts it had. Now, I'm not opposed to Trump doing a rally in the Bronx. I think he should go to a blue city, a big blue state like New York. Go to the Bronx. Go to these places where you don't have, where it's not overwhelmingly, support for Trump. Not like you're going to a city here in Texas or you're not going to Iowa. You know you have a lot of support there. You know you have to win those, that swing state like Iowa, New Hampshire. But go to California, go to New York, go to Oregon, spend some money there, and just do a rally. Drum up support. Get your message out there to the people who need to hear your message. They understand what's going on. They see the mess that Joe Biden has created with with all these at the southern border, the wars that are going. He's not 100% responsible for some of these things. I'm not saying it's 100% his fault for inflation because he would have had some inflation with the lockdowns and everything, but it wouldn't have gotten as bad as it is now if Joe Biden had not been in office. So, do I think that it was good that Joe Biden got installed? No, because of where we are now. The only caveat to that is that people are waking up to how good they had it under Trump. I have a very close friend of mine who says he's glad that Joe Biden got installed because people are waking up and seeing what's going on. Like I said, it's not good that it happened because what if they install him again and Trump never gets back in? So I wish that Trump would have had a second term because none of this stuff would have happened. But at the same time, yes, it is good that people have a clear contrast between Joe Biden and Trump and how good things were under him and how much they've gone downhill under Joe Biden. So you have two records to compare now. That's the positive thing. So it really matters what happens on November 5th, 2024. People get out to the polls, and Trump is winning over people who did not vote in 2020. Trump is winning for people who said if they do vote in 2024, they'll vote for Trump. I will get to those numbers in another video when I do a polling video, but that is the good news out of all of this. So we have hope that people are waking up to the fact that Joe Biden is a disaster, and we need President Trump back in office to clean up some of this mess that has been created under Joe Biden, or has happened under his watch. But I'm going to leave the video right there. Let me know what you think. Should he do a rally in the Bronx? He would get 50,000 people. Let's just say he does a rally in the Bronx, and 10,000 people show up. In New York, it's a big place. New York City as a whole is a big place. 8 million people, and you have a lot of people in there who will probably want to see Trump there. Let's just say he does a rally, and then, like I said, 10, 15,000 people show up, even 5,000. You're going to have a packed house, no matter where you do it. But all right, guys, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Take care.